A very good evening, everyone. So we are here back again with a new session, and today's topic is order to receive cycle. So we'll be learning how to make the entries or the transactions in our real books right from the order part till the receipt part. Now the order processing cycles differs from business to business. So what does it exactly mean? Let's check. You may follow a process of receiving a sales order, delivering the material, raising the invoice, and receiving the amount against the invoice. So this is a kind of process which can be followed as a standard process. But on the other hand, one may simply deliver the invoice with goods and receive the amount against the invoice. So simply the sale and the receipt part. So over here, you can have multiple processes coming up in the scenario. One can be sale order to sale, then delivery order, then receipt. Then again comes sale order to sale receipts, sale cycle, then receipts. So you can have multiple kind of processes based on the party type, based on the invoice type or the transaction type. So these all can be configured in our real books as per the requirement of the company. So there can be multiple ways to define the process in real books to handle the requirements of the organization. So let's start how should we configure it in our real books financial model. So first we need to go to settings. Then we are supposed to click on configuration. And then obviously if you're talking about the sales cycle part, our inventory needs to be enabled in our financial model. So we need to enable the toggle button of inventory over here. Then automatically this tab reflects which is named as inventory. And over here, the sale and purchase part will be reflecting. With this, in our order management, we just need to make sure that our sale order is enabled since we'll be doing the chaining right from sale order. And also delivery order needs to be enabled because we are making a part right from starting from sale order, then delivery order, then sale, and then the receipt part will be coming. So we'll be following the process entirely right from beginning to end. So once these configurations are done in our financial model, we just quickly need to go to miscellaneous part and we'll be finding an option of process. Now, since we are talking about the order to receive cycle, we will need to select the drop down of order to receive from here. And in this case, you need to create a new process if you are starting with a completely new configuration of the process and financial module. Then you'll have to just click on the order, select the order. For example, I'm selecting the voucher type of SO1. Then you can select the option of delivery order. Over here, I'm selecting the option of delivery order 1. Then comes the third part, which is sale. And we are supposed to select over here. And then we need to click on save process. Okay, so we need to provide the process name. Let's name it as sale cycle session. So we just need to configure over here as per my company's requirement. I have maintained a multiple chaining processes as in the system over here. As you can see, 6 types of chaining has been updated over here. And in case if you need to review that which voucher type is changed with which voucher type, you can always come and quickly check in your miscellaneous tab for the process part. So over here, we'll be checking we'll be taking an example of this particular cycle and we will proceed how to make the entries right from the sale order part. So we'll quickly go to transactions, inventory, sale cycle, and sale order. Okay. So before we start with the sale order part or the entry part, first question which arises in the mind, that is the defined process segment specific or company specific? Now the answer to this question is it's company specific. Once the configuration is done from the settings page, automatically it will flow for all the segments. You need not switch these segments and configure same chaining again and again. Once the chaining is done, it will get applied for the entire company and it's not segment specific. So let's check the voucher type of sale order. Let's type the billing party as Zomato. And we will go to the items part. And we'll select the item over here. Say, suppose I am selecting the quantity of 40 and the rate as 9870. And again, the second item amount I'm selecting over here with the item of, say, suppose 40, 50. And over here, I'm giving the amount of 12,000. I will give it over here as test session entry. And we'll just cross-check the tax part. It's auto-configured, so automatically the amount is reflecting over here. And then we will click on save. Okay. So my sale order is already updated in the system. If you just want to quickly check on the invoice part, it will get configured as per whatever is updated in the entry. So it's a general template. So let's, for an example, since I'll be making the entries with the multiple sale orders, so I would like to make one more entry over here. And then I will switch to items. Over here, this time I'll just give one item over here, and I will give the rate and session 3. And I'll click on save. So I'm done with my sale order part. So what was my next step which needs to be followed? Our next step was to be followed for delivery order. So let's quickly go into the delivery order screen. We'll just switch to transactions, inventory, sales cycle, then delivery order. So my delivery order is DO part over here. So I just need to select the party name. And once I switch to the party name, we just need to make sure under which godown these items are supposed to be flowed from. So over here, you can have a multiple options of selecting the godowns. Whichever godown is applicable, you can search over here. And then you can come to the reference part. Since the chaining has been done from sale order to delivery order, so we need to select for which sale order the entry needs to get flowed for delivery order. So for example, these are the 2 entries which I updated in front of you. So I will be selecting these 2 parts and I will click on go. So thrice the entries data is reflecting over here because in my second entry, I updated the item of fossil watches, which was pertaining with the quantity of 80. And the first entry was having the fossil watches with the quantity of 40 and fast track as 50. Now over here, for example, even if these were the quantities which were defined in my sale order, I can accept the quantities less than what was ordered in my sale order. So for example, instead of 40, I will make it as 35. Out of 50, I will make it as 50. I will make it as, say, suppose 40. And then over here, this quantity, I will switch to 15. And then, yes, I am good to save my entry. And I will click on save. So I have updated the sale order entry, and then based on my sale order, I have updated my delivery order in the books of accounts. Now, the third step which gets involved over here is the sale entry. So what we need to do, we need to click on transactions, inventory, sale cycle, and sale. So we'll select the voucher type as sale, which was a part of my chaining over there. And then I will select the sales ledger. And then I need to select the same party for which we have updated the order and the delivery order and sale order. So over here, I'm finding only one reference, but I updated 2 sale orders in the books of accounts. So what about the other one? Actually, we created the sale order for 2 sale orders. One delivery order was passed in the books. And so this reference number, which is reflecting over here, it is something which is getting chained by the delivery order. So this reference number is my delivery order voucher type or delivery order reference number, against which it is holding the sale order reference number over here, number as 0002 and 0003. And the accepted quantity, what I accepted was 90. So I need to click over here and I will click on search. And then based on my search, I can click on these items which is reflecting over here. Now, not necessarily I'm supposed to sell all the quantities which is reflecting over here. I can always adjust it from 35 to, I can make it as 32. From 40, I can make it as, sorry, I made it extra. I can update it as 39. And over here, I will not make any changes for the quantity of the third item. So over here, it automatically gets fetched all the data right from the sale order, the rate, amount, everything gets fetched accordingly. And then if I click on compute, automatically all the tax ledgers get fetched in my sale entry based on what was entered at the time of sale order. And then we just need to click on compute tax. And the data is saved. And again, I will update the narration over here. And then I can click on submit. The data got saved successfully. Again, a general template reflects over here, which can always be viewed. And we can just print it as per our requirement. So we are done with our sale entry as well. So what's the next step which needs to switch in? We have done the sale order entry, then we pass the delivery order entry, then we pass the sale entry, and last but not the least is the receipt entry. So what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to go to transactions, accounts, voucher, and then we are supposed to select the receipt entry. We are supposed to select the party as Zomato. And we will be updating the entry, for example, 50,000. And this was the sale entry which we updated at the time of sale entry. This was my reference number. I'll just select it over here. I will click on create. For example, I received the amount in my State Bank of India. And I will give the check of, say, suppose 852147. Click on add. Receipt against sale of watches. And then I will hit submit. This was an unnecessary tab. So my receipt entry is done. So what did we do first? We first updated the sale order entry, which we can view from sale cycle. And we will be having an option of sale order status. Over here, if I click or switch on the party as Zomato, and I'll put the date of 25/11/2022, I can see that 2 sale order entries were updated in the system, linking to which we then updated the delivery order, which the report can be seen from inventory, sales cycle, and then delivery order. We will be selecting the voucher type as DO and the party as Zomato. I will be selecting the date as 25/11/2022. Over here, all the details, all the item views, everything will be reflecting over here. Then comes the third option, which is our inventory, sales cycle, and sale register. So over here, again, we change the date from 25/11 to 25/11. And over here, we'll be selecting the voucher type of sale and then the party as Zomato. We click on search. All the details of sale can also be viewed over here with all the details reflecting over here. So once the sale is done, what did we do? We did the receipt entry. So let's check the ledger report of Zomato. How does it looks like? We'll click on ledger. We will then search the ledger of Zomato. We'll search the date as 25/11/2022. This was the sale entry which was updated, against which the receipt of amount 50,000 was received. If we need to check the bill details over here, we can click over here. Automatically, it will be reflecting that this was the new reference against which this bill was tagged. That means rest of the amount is yet to be received from the party. So where are we going to view those details in the books? We are supposed to switch to reports, accounts, daily reports, bill status. So there will be an option of bills. If I click on Zomato and I will click on search. So this was the entry against which the sale was made. So my total bill amount was 9,78,484.50, against which we received an amount of 50,000, and my due amount is 9,28,484. So over here, you will be getting a details of whatever bills which were generated, against which the amount has been received, and against it is due from for how many days. So all those details will be reflecting over here. So now, in case if anyone is having any query regarding the order process, or you want me to redo or update the entries once again, or if any feature is not clear to you, please come up with your queries. I'll answer them one by one. Thank you. Okay, so this was all about the feature that I wanted to show. Hope the session helps you out for answering all your queries. In case if you have any kind of doubt or queries, please do note them out, and we can rediscuss these queries if required in our next upcoming session on Friday. So thank you all for joining.